Hey Tony, check it out. St. Petersburg Times. High-ranking defectors say Scientology's leader enforces loyalty with beatings and bullying. Wow, that's the St. Petersburg Times, the front page on Sunday. David Miscavige. Hey, did you see the St. Petersburg Times on Sunday? It says high-ranking defectors say Scientology's leader enforces loyalty with beatings and bullying. Wow. So it's Friday, July 3rd, out in front of the org. Got a couple people coming out. Oh, younger kids. Leave them alone. High-ranking defectors say Scientology's leader enforces loyalty with beatings and bullying. St. Petersburg Times. Wow. That's what we've been trying to tell you all along. Now the St. Petersburg Times is catching on. High-ranking defectors say Scientology's leader enforces loyalty with beatings and bullying. Inside Scientology, a St. Petersburg Times special report. Have you read the...
Don't be an asshole.
Don't be an asshole. I'm just reading the newspaper. You probably don't get to see that at the event. Putting the curtain up already, huh? I just got here. One by one, the four defectors walked away from the only life they knew. That Rathbun and Rinder are speaking out is a stunning reversal because they were among Miscavige's closest associates. Now they provide an unprecedented look inside the upper reaches of the tightly controlled organization. They reveal physical violence permeated Scientology's international management team. Miscavige set the tone, routinely attacking his lieutenants. Rinder says the leader attacked him some 50 times. Wow, David Miscavige, the most ethical, powerful being on the planet. Go figure, huh? High-ranking defectors say Scientology's leader enforces loyalty with beatings and bullying. This account comes from executives who for decades were key figures in Scientology's powerful inner circle. Marty Rathbun and Mike Rinder, the highest-ranking executives to leave the church, are speaking out for the first time. Wow. That's not very ethical, is it? Beating people up? Wow, that's some religion. How you doing, sir? Did you see this article in St. Petersburg Times? It says high-ranking defectors say Scientology's leader enforces loyalty with beatings and bullying.
Don't believe it.
Really? What about Mike Rinder and Marty Rathbun? They're the ones who are saying it. They were his top guys a few years ago. You may want to find out what you're getting into, sir. Hi, Sylvia. Did you see the St. Petersburg Times article?
The day off,
Huh?
huh? Guess you got the day off, huh?
Yeah. Did you see this article, the Truth Rundown?
Yeah.
High-ranking defectors say Scientology's leader enforces loyalty with beatings and bullying. How about that? That's what we've been saying for 6 months now, but I guess the St. Petersburg Times starting to catch on. No comment? High-ranking defectors say Scientology's leader enforces loyalty with beatings and bullying. Wow. You probably can't read this though, right? It's N theta, it'll harm your case. High-ranking defectors say Scientology's leader enforces loyalty with beatings and bullying. St. Petersburg Times. Look, his picture's on the front page. So again, it's Friday, July 3rd. It's noon o'clock, so we should have some students and staff coming out pretty quick. Actually, a couple have trickled out just now, but hopefully there's a flurry of activity. Also, Tom Cruise's birthday. Hi. Have you seen this article? It's got David Miscavige on the front. It's the St. Petersburg Times. Huh?
That's okay. Not today.
Really?
Yeah.
You should read it. It has to do with your church,
I understand.
right? A lot of bad things are going on at the top, and when you don't choose to look at it or to confront it, you're partly responsible for it. Just so you know. High-ranking defectors say Scientology's leader enforces loyalty with beatings and bullying. Wow. Church staffers covered up how they botched the care of Lisa McPherson, the Scientologist who died after they held her 17 days in isolation at Clearwater's Fort Harrison Hotel. Wow. Church of Scientology in the news. Hey Dave, you see the article in the St. Petersburg Times? About David Miscavige beating people up, including Rinder and Rathbun? You don't want to confront that, right? Yeah, I don't blame you. Did you see the St. Petersburg Times article? It's got your leader on the front. Wouldn't you? I'm curious. St. Petersburg Times, David Miscavige is on the front. It says high-ranking defectors say Scientology's leader enforces loyalty with beatings and bullying. Can you stop and look at this article and talk about it with me, ma'am? Physical violence permeated Scientology's international management team. Miscavige set the tone, routinely attacking his lieutenants. Rinder says the leader attacked him some 50 times. Wow. I wonder why no Scientologist wants to confront this article. You know, it's Tom Cruise's birthday today, right? I wonder if Miscavige will use the IAS donations from parishioners to throw him a birthday bash on the free wins like he did before. What's a few $100,000, right? It's Tom Cruise, for crying out loud. High-ranking defectors say Scientology's leader enforces loyalty with beatings and bullying. Wow. He's on the cover of this newspaper article. With Miscavige calling the shots and Rathbun among those at his side, the church muscled the IRS into granting Scientology tax-exempt status. Church staffers covered up how they botched the care of Lisa McPherson, a Scientologist who died after they held her 17 days in isolation at Clearwater's Fort Harrison Hotel. Church staffers covered up how they botched the care of Lisa McPherson, a Scientologist who died after they held her 17 days in isolation at Clearwater's Fort Harrison Hotel. You see this article? St. Petersburg Times. It's about David Miscavige, the leader of the church, beating up his lieutenants and his staff. Mike Rinder and Marty Rathbun used to be one of his top 5 guys, and they're speaking out now. They left several years ago, and they're finally speaking to the press. This was in St. Petersburg Times last Sunday. Huh. David Miscavige under the microscope now. High-ranking defectors say Scientology's leader enforces loyalty with beatings and bullying. Wow. Rathbun, who Miscavige put in charge of dealing with fallout from the case, admits that he ordered the destruction of incriminating evidence. He and others also revealed that Miscavige made an embarrassing miscalculation on McPherson's Scientology counseling. Hi, Sue. Have you seen the St. Petersburg Times article? Hey, it's Tom Cruise's birthday. What are you going to get him? Another birthday bash on the free wins? A couple $100,000 of parishioner IAS money, maybe? Hi, Sean. David Miscavige on the cover of the St. Petersburg Times. Aren't you curious as to what it says? Here, I'll read it for you. High-ranking defectors say Scientology's leader enforces loyalty with beatings and bullying. Mike Rinder, Marty Rathbun speaking out for the first time. Hi, Joan. I know this article is all lies, but if it wasn't, that might help explain why the org is empty, I bet. Because management's corrupt and criminal. Seen the article in the St. Petersburg Times? Mike Rinder and Marty Rathbun are telling their story for the first time. About what a jerk David Miscavige is. This account comes from executives who for decades were key figures in Scientology's powerful inner circle. Marty Rathbun and Mike Rinder, the highest-ranking executives to lead the church, are speaking out for the first time. Did you see this article, ma'am? Ma'am? Did you see this article in the St. Petersburg Times with your church leader on the front? This account comes from executives who for decades were key figures in Scientology's powerful inner circle. Marty Rathbun and Mike Rinder, the highest-ranking executives to lead the church, are speaking out for the first time. Your leader's on the front page, Sue. You're the president. Say something. High-ranking defectors say Scientology's leader enforces loyalty with beatings and bullying. This is your leader on the front page. Can you stop and talk about it? Defectors say Scientology's leader enforces loyalty with beatings and bullying. Where's my what? Why, I'm not afraid of you guys. Where's your hood? High-ranking defectors say Scientology's leader enforces loyalty with beatings and bullying. This account comes from executives who for decades were key figures in Scientology's powerful inner circle. Marty Rathbun and Mike Rinder, the highest-ranking executives to lead the church, are speaking out for the first time. Mike Rinder and Marty Rathbun. Wow. This account comes from executives who for decades were key figures in Scientology's powerful inner circle. Marty Rathbun and Mike Rinder, the highest-ranking executives to leave the church, are speaking out for the first time. Physical violence permeated Scientology's international management team. All right, it's just a quick recap. It's past 1 o'clock now, which means the course room has started back up, and most likely all the staff are going about their business. There's very little traffic here, very few public, and very few staff. So, we'll be back later.